I Know What You Did Last Summer is back for a legacy sequel. So today, let's rank all 4 of the slasher films. Leave your ranking down below. How would you rank all 4 of the I Know What You Did Last Summer films? I don't have nostalgia for this franchise. I did not watch it when it was released. I just watched them a few weeks ago, and I had a good time overall with the series. I completely forgot that there was a show on Prime Video. I guess I completely blocked out of my mind because I totally forgot that I ever watched that show. And in last place, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. This is a straight to DVD film that was not very good. It looks cheap. It is a poorly lit film. The chase sequences are poorly executed. The overall, all of the acting is bad. When I was watching this film, I felt like it wasn't really going anywhere. Like, it borrowed so many elements from the previous 2 films, and it was quite boring. And then it really shocked me at the end. I didn't know how the 3rd film was going to end. I think they did a great job over the years, keeping everything a surprise. So when I watched this film, I was completely shocked with the ending. Spoilers for this franchise. It brings back Ben Willis from the 1st and 2nd film, but we all know what happened to Ben Willis at the end of the 2nd film. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and I was baffled with their choices within this film. It added nothing. It wasn't cool. I'm oh wow, that's very surprising. I like that. I scratched my head, and I was truly perplexed that they went this route for this film, on top of an already poorly directed, poorly lit, poorly acted film. And then you throw this crap to the movie. It's not a very good movie, and I could see why they halted a 4th film right after I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer because of how terrible this movie was. Coming in 3rd place, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. I thought the film, when you look at how Jennifer Love Hewitt and Brandy got to this island and this competition that they won, everything seemed convenient. And you feel like there was going to be no thrills once they got to the island because of nobody was there. And everybody seemed a little bit sketchy, but there wasn't many thrills leading up to our first kill within the film. Then you had Freddie Prinze Jr. that was trying to track down Julie James, played by Jennifer Love Hewitt. It really took its time to get started. It took its time to become this fun slasher film. And for the most part, I was interested on who's going to be this killer this time around. Once again, I think everybody did a great job of not spoiling things throughout the years, because I didn't even know who the killer was in the original film. And so going into the 2nd film, I wanted somebody unique. And then we got Ben Willis and his son. And when that was all revealed, I was God, that's a bit of a letdown. I wanted something different. But I think the way they went about it with having nobody on the island besides the workers there, that seemed a bit off to me. You were trying to go a very easy route and not have a lot of thrilling chase sequences or getting lost in the crowd, or it really could be anybody that you could come across. It seemed to kind of take that exciting element out of the movie. The performances are fine. I think they did a great job of what Julie James is going through, the trauma that she experienced from that first movie. That was implemented well within the film. I really did like Brandy. I was shocked. I didn't see it coming with Ben Willis and his son within the film, but it's still not a very good movie. Coming in 2nd place, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the legacy sequel. There are some choices in here that were very bold, and I didn't care for it. I could see some people really liking what they did towards the end of the film, but for me, I thought it was very cheap. Everything else prior to this movie I thought was fine. The characters that Madeline Klein played, and Freddie Prinze Jr., and having Jennifer Love Hewitt return, I thought it was pretty interesting to see all that. It's much more graphic than the first film, and there are some brutal sequences throughout, chase sequences that are fun, and it's got a haunting vibe to it all. It borrows a lot from the original film with chase sequences and our setup of this deadly car crash, but it feels more of a whodunit throughout this film, with a lot of the friends being picked off one by one and other people within this small town. This film deals a lot with legacy and trying to erase the past and holding on to it as well. That was implemented well within the film. I feel like Freddie Prinze Jr. had an easy transition into the film, where Jennifer Love Hewitt's character, Julie James, she had a hard time being pushed back into the film, but I thought they both did a great job within this film. It's the end of the movie where it really cheapens what everything we got prior, and really this throws a wrench into the overall franchise. I didn't like it. I was surprised with it. I did not see it coming one bit, but I didn't really buy into the choices. Like, the explanation wasn't very strong and the performance wasn't very strong. And then like it just came out of nowhere and it didn't fully like wrap up. And it was like just this very awkward, poor choice to the end of the film. I do think people will like it and say, oh, that's very bold and pretty cool. But for me, I just didn't really care for it. Coming in first place, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the 1997 slasher film. I don't have nostalgia for this franchise, like I said, so I don't think that this film is like the best slasher I've ever seen. I do understand why people really like this film, but for me, I think it's just a fine horror film. It's lacking on blood and gore. Like, it's there, but it seems tame for its time, and I think it could have been a little more graphic. I like the characters in here, from Sarah Michelle Gellar and Freddie Prinze Jr. They all have great chemistry within this film, and they're very fearful for their lives. It has your typical late 90s vibe to it with its soundtrack and its overall look. It did bring back memories of checking out films from the late 90s. And I thought the idea of having Ben Willis be the killer within this film really highlighted the karma and the consequences of your actions within this film. I thought it might have been Freddie Prinze Jr. at one point, or somebody that was trying to hush them from telling the police, but having Ben Willis, I thought was the appropriate way to go with this film, because you have those consequences to your actions and you have to deal with your choices. And that was a nice way to kind of understand that within the film. It's a pretty entertaining 90s slasher film. It's not the best one I've ever seen. I like the characters in here. Some of them are unlikable, but for the most part, it is a thrilling movie that you're just guessing who the killer is. It's action-packed and it's bloody at times, and it just has your typical like 90s vibe to it. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it's certainly not my favorite slasher film by any means. Like, I had a good time watching it, but I don't see myself like revisiting this franchise. But I do think it's the best one in terms of its story and its killer within this movie, and the thrilling sequences throughout. It's fun, but I've seen better. So there you guys have it. All 4 of the I Know What You Did Last Summer films ranked worst to best. How would you rank them? Let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just to Watch His Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.